to start with the chakra tapping. 7 chakra distributed along the spine, including the top of the head. So we are going to start. We have the root, the sacra, the plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. And we are going to tap in each of them. Follow me. Sit down cross-legged or in a way that is comfortable to you. You want your spine straight and your shoulders down. It's not the setting like we will do for a pranayama breathing, but you have to be comfortable with the shoulders down and the chest open. We are going to start with the root chakra. The root chakra is at the bottom of the body, so it's in the connection with the ground. We are going to change the position. We are going to put the sole of the feet together. The sole of the feet are together. Stand up tall, and we are going to rotate to one side and the other side 5 times. You can grab your feet if you want. Spine straight, shoulders down, and we start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can cross our legs again. That was our root chakra. And now sacral chakra, below the navel. The navel is the belly button, so below the navel is the sacral chakra. And we are going to tap. Some people do it with the fist. I really prefer the fingertips. And you are going to tap short hits, very short, very accurate on top of your belly, below the navel. And we start. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now we continue to the plexus chakra. It's in the solar plexus. It's 2 inches above the navel. Remember, the navel is the belly button, so everybody can understand. We go up, and this is the solar plexus there. We are going to tap with the fingertips again, 30 times. Tap with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we go up, the heart chakra. The heart chakra is in the middle of the chest. You can go above a little bit if you want. I am going to do above, almost here in the bone, and you can tap there. You can tap with 2 hands, or you can tap only with 1, your choice. Only just make sure that you tap exactly there at the same time, 30 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. And now we keep going up. The throat chakra. Very important. The throat chakra is in a sensible area. All the neck is a very important area. So you can also choose to tap with both. I'm going to only do with 1, and I'm going to actually do with 2 fingers, not with the whole hand. Your choice. Remember, it's a short and very gentle tapping. 30 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we go up, and this is the forehead chakra. Is the third eye, the intuition. So we tap here. Also, you can do it with both hands if you prefer. I prefer doing only with one and with 2 fingers. So we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we go to the last one, top of the head, the crown chakra. You can tap with both hands, with all the fingers, as we did in the body tapping video. We tap the head like that, or you can tap with the hands palms exactly on top. So you get the hand straight. We hide the thumb on top of the head, and we can tap like this with the palm on top of the head, crown chakra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is basically a very easy practice. You can do it at any time. It's short, and we can revise again the chakra, the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, forehead and third eye, and crown. You can tap either with the top of the fingers of both hands, or you can use only 2 fingers in one hand. Some people tap with the fist. I don't think is the best way. I really like the top of the fingers. I think that the energy there is very sensible and we can feel it. So pick your choice. And I know that it doesn't look like a lot, but actually is. All the energy practices in the body are incredible, useful, and they are subtle. They don't look like a lot, but they have an enormous return of investment, if you will. And if you practice them daily, once in a while, you will notice that you feel better. And sometimes it's not so easy to pinpoint and connect the dots that was the practice that really contributed to that well-being, but it is. So I'm going to explain you the most popular position that is called the Burmese position, and it's a seated position, and it's a cross-legged position, but the cross-legged position doesn't come as a second nature to most of us, and it's actually a difficult position to keep. If you look my classes at the beginning, if you go to the playlist class sequences, you will see that I start in this position, cross legs, sit down in your sitting bones, and we breathe here. But we can keep this posture because we are only doing 3 cycles of pranayama, and then I explain the Ujjayi breathing. So of course we can keep this position for a few minutes. But look at the position. The knees are up, they are above the hip. The spine have the tendency to get rounded. I really need to make an effort to keep the head above, and the shoulders have the tendency to crunch forward. So what we need is a position that will stack the bones in a way that the alignment will release the muscles. And that is why people can stay in these postures for hours. Personally, the one that I'm showing to you, the longest I was able to meditate was 2.5 hours, and then I couldn't stay still anymore and I had to move. So let's show me the position. So this posture, the Burmese posture, has 7 principles, if you will. The first one, you need height. So look at this. I have some cushions here, and on top of this. So you need to be seated above. So we cannot be seated on the floor. So we are seated above. You can pile some cushions like this. You can have a special cushions for meditation. Others are called bolsters. There are all kinds of gear to meditate. There are some chairs even to meditate. But you can grab something at home that you can pile up. Something that has some resistance. You don't want a cushion that you are going to, very soft, that you're going to go to the bottom. So you have to be tall. You have to be seated. Your hip has to stay tall. Then, so the first principle, we need to be seated in an elevated place. The second principle is that we need to turn the sole of the feet up. So as I was showing you before, if we keep the feet like this, pointing to the outside, 10 minutes from now, the pain is excruciating. You cannot hold these positions for a long time. So what we need to do is to actually change the way that the feet are located. So we turn from the hip, the knee down, and we turn the sole of the feet up, and we bring the heel close to the hip, and we turn the sole of the feet up. So what we have here is the second principle, that is that the sole of the feet are pointing up and the heels are up, and one heel is in front of the other. They are not on top of each other. One is in front and the other one is behind. Then the knees are on the floor. The knees are below the hip. Do you see this angle? This angle is key. So you want the knees below the hip. If you sit normally, your knees are above the hip. So you need this angle. And make sure that the heels are close to the hips, close to the cushions, and that the 2 heels are in one line. I cannot rotate that much. Technically, these heels should be completely pointing to the ceiling. This is the best I can do. But you see the angle that I have here. I am seated with the hips. So we are seated elevated. The knees are on the floor below the hip. The sole of the feet are pointing up. They are completely turned. The heels are pointing up, and one heel is in front of the other. And then, very important, this is going to allow us to release the spine. So the lumbar spine here is released. It has a little bit of a curvature, but it's just neutral. Why? Because the bones are aligned this way. Very important, when I am seated like this, automatically the chest opens and the shoulders go down, and the head is on top. And I don't really need to make a lot of effort to stay like this. So this is the posture that you need if you want to stay seated for a long time. So what do you do with the arms? You can have the arms like this with the hands palms up, and if you watch my prior videos, that is yoga anatomy, when we talk about the planes of motion, this posture is supination. We have an external rotation of the shoulder and supination. So this is relatively easy for the shoulder and for the hand, but some people may get tired, so if you need, you can get your hands here, and sometimes you can even have a cushion for the arms, because you have to consider that if you stay like this 5 hours, 6 hours, like people do when they get into very deep, serious meditation in almost a contemplative state, and I don't know if you remember the limb number 6, Dhyana, focus, mind in one point, one pointed mind. So the focus is total and there is no outside world. So for a person to get in a contemplative state, the position has to really be conducive to that. So far, I already feel, I'm talking to you, that this is sustainable. This is something that I can see myself staying here for a long time.